Assalamu alaikum. This is the first lecture of business studies in class 10, and I have been informed by Ma'am Rabia that you people have covered till chapter number 15 of section number 3, that is marketing, and you all have already covered marketing mix. I have to start from chapter number 16. However, I feel it is very necessary that we revise some chapters from the past. Well, I've chosen to revise marketing mix with you all because this was the latest section chunk of section 3 that the people have covered. So let us revise marketing mix, and then we move ahead. First, let us understand what are we going to study in this marketing mix. We will study the entire marketing mix section and all those chapters, 4 P's, where 4 P's are studied. Right, so let us start with the definition of what is marketing and what is a marketing mix. First, let us understand what is marketing. It is the term we keep on hearing in daily life, in daily routine activities. Market karna ya marketing. Okay? So what is this word, what does this term mean? What do we have in mind? What comes to mind when you first hear this word, marketing? Okay. The common impression by marketing is how we promote a certain product, how we show a certain product, how much attractive can we make it in the eyes of the customer. Bookish definition says marketing is identifying customer wants and satisfying them profitably. This is what marketing is. It's mentioned in your book, latest edition, page 132. Now let us match these two definitions. What comes to mind when we hear the word marketing and the bookish definition of marketing? Marketing is identifying customer wants and satisfying them profitably. That's what exactly coming to mind. However, in another shape, how a product gets attracted in the eyes of the customer is the equivalent to what is written in the book. Actually, first, customers' needs and wants are identified according to what the product is made, and the product satisfies them profitably. This is how and why a customer gets attracted towards a certain product. So that is what is equivalent to marketing. Okay, fine. Now let us study what is a marketing mix. Right. How a product is going to be marketed, meaning like how a product can satisfy customers' needs and wants profitably and efficiently, will tell us what a marketing mix is. A marketing mix is usually referred to as all the activities that fulfill the definition of marketing. Marketing mix is actually fulfilling the definition of marketing through simple activities, through such activities. Now what is the meaning of that? All the activities that go into a product which satisfy the needs and wants of the customers profitably and efficiently come into marketing mix. Marketing is satisfying customers' needs and wants profitably, and the activities that do that will come under the circle of marketing mix. Is it simple now? Marketing is satisfying the customer's needs and wants profitably and efficiently, and all the activities through which this can be done, that entire group of activities is called marketing mix. Okay? All those activities that can satisfy the customer's needs and wants profitably, or in other words, simple words, that can market a product, are categorized or are enclosed into 4 subcategories of a product. That is product, price, place and promotion. 4 P's of the marketing mix. Meaning like the group of activities that satisfy the customer's needs and wants, the group of activities that satisfy the customer's needs and wants can be grouped into 4 categories of a product. That is product, price, place and promotion. These 4 aspects of a product, when we will study, we will come to know how a product can be marketed through these 4 aspects of a product. Okay, first we will define all 4 of them briefly, and then we will move on to them one by one in detail. Okay? The first one is product. Now what is the product? And through this aspect, how can we satisfy the customer's needs and wants profitably? How can we market a product through this category, product? Okay? What do we mean by product? Product means the make, the shape, the existence, the design, everything that is visible, its size, its shape, its design, the very being of the product, its existence, the product itself, the material that is in front of the customer is the product itself. The design of that product, the shape, in fact packaging also can be categorized into this category, can be included into this category product. However, packaging will also be included in promotion as well, that we will see on later. First, if we speak about the product itself, whatever is visible to the customer as the existence of that good or service, that is called the product. Whatever work we will do upon that product itself, that sample, that unit of a good or a service, to market that good or a service will come under the heading of product. For example, what design we are giving, what shape we are giving to the unit of that product, what color, what size, and how all these can satisfy consumers' needs and wants profitably. All that will be included in this category product. Whatever activities we undertake or whatever work we do on those materials or on those units of goods or services, all those works and activities will come under the heading product. All the activities that are performed on the samples, on the units that are consumed of the good or service, those activities will be termed as marketing mix, product section, as the activities of the product section in the marketing mix. Next comes price. Okay, the price simply refers the activity of setting a suitable price through setting a suitable price, we can market a certain product. Through setting a suitable price, we can market a certain product. The price can be set as a high price or it can be set as low price. That actually depends upon what class, what market we are targeting and which product we are dealing in. Through setting a price, how well can we satisfy the needs and wants of the customer comes under this category of price of the marketing mix. Third is place. Place refers to the position or the place where the product is being sold at. Where the product is being sold at, that position or that place refers to that position or that place refers to this category of the marketing mix place. Where the product is sold, satisfying the needs and wants of the most customers, will be a place at which it is best marketed at. I repeat, the place where the product is being sold, where it satisfies the needs and wants of the most customers, is the category place of the marketing mix. How well can you market a product by selling at a suitable place? Finally comes the promotion category. Now promotion, this category must be very, very comprehensive, and we all would have guessed that what would come into this category. Promotion means how to promote a product so that it satisfies the needs and wants of the customers the most. As simple as it looks, it says promotion should be done in such a way that satisfies the needs and wants of the most customers. Now promotion, how can you promote a product in such a way? First is advertisement. Now where should we advertise the product so that it satisfies the needs and wants of the most customers? It reaches out to the most customers in other words. We can advertise by giving it on TV. We can advertise a certain product in the newspapers or the magazines or other leaflets. We can even print leaflets or brochures and distribute them at different places. We can even throw advertisements on the website with suitable links for the information. There are other ways of promotions as well. We can attach schemes with the promotions, buy one get one free, or we can keep prices on buying a certain product or service. That will also serve as a promotion. There are different ways of promoting a product. However, we have to promote a product in such a way that it satisfies the needs of the most customers, needs and wants of the most customers, and will also earn a profit for ourselves. All those activities that will relate to this aim of promotion will come into the broad umbrella, broad category of marketing mix under this heading promotion. Let us summarize the lecture of this first slide briefly. All the activities that market a product means that will satisfy the customer's needs and wants the most through these four aspects of a product: product, price, place and promotion, will be termed as the marketing mix of a product. I hope we have all understood this first lecture. Let's move on to the next slide. First slide is finished. Thank you very much. Right, so let us understand the first aspect of the marketing mix, that is a product. I know that you all have already studied this. However, there is a need to revise all these so that we may proceed smoothly further. Product, as I told you all before also, it's the design, the shape, the size, the color, whatever relates to the existence of the unit of that good or service that we are using, that we are consuming. Okay. First of all, the topic that is discussed about a product is consumer goods and producer goods. First, we need to understand what is a consumer good and what is a producer good. A consumer good is a good which is consumed and finished, whose aim is to be consumed. That's it. It is made with the purpose of being consumed. For example, shampoos, soaps, even in the long run that are consumed, like sofa set, furniture, etc. Whereas producer goods are those goods which are used to produce other goods and services, like capital goods. For example, machinery, tools, etc. All the goods that are used to produce further goods and services come under the category of producer goods, and all those goods that are used for consumption, that are produced only for being consumed itself, are consumer goods. Okay? Right. Let us now understand what makes a product successful. Every product that has to satisfy customers' needs and wants should have a few points, a few features that will help in its success. For example, it should satisfy existing needs and wants of consumers. It should fulfill its aim, in other words. When it will satisfy customers' needs and wants, only then it will be a successful product. That's true. Okay. Secondly, it should be reliable and should be efficient in performing. Now, how does this differ from the first point? It may satisfy a customer's wants and needs, however, it may take a long time. The second point highlights the fact that it should satisfy customers' needs and wants the way a customer requires. Its performance should be good, it should be reliable, and quality should be consistent with its brand image as it is shown. It should be as it is shown. It shouldn't be something that is not shown in the advert. Third, another point useful for success is generally the price should be low. Although I have already mentioned that point, the price will be set according to the product and according to the market itself. However, generally, if the price is low, the product will be successful. It should have a suitable price. To be successful, to be a successful product, it should have a suitable price. Generally, the price should be low. However, setting a low price is not a compulsion. Setting a price actually depends upon the market and the good itself. There are other points as well that are required for the success of the product, which are that it should be capable of stimulating new wants from the customers. Changes should be continuously made to the product itself, and there must be something distinctive or different from the other products of the same class, etc., etc. Another point required for its success is that it should be promoted successfully. Another point that can be termed as a very useful point for its success is that it should not harm anybody either in its production or in its consumption. Any product that is harmful either in being produced or in being consumed will not be a successful product, will eventually fail. A product should not be harmful in its production means it should not pollute the environment or the water around it or the marine life or whatever, and it should not even be harmful in consumption. That means it should not harm the environment, the water, the marine life, or the environment around it when it's being consumed. Let's come on to the third heading that says the importance of brand image. Now, what is a brand? Let us understand what is a brand. A brand is making a certain product identified in a certain specific way. That is in fact a very simple and a beautiful definition of a brand. Making a certain product identified in a specific way, different from the other products in that same class. Okay? For example, if there are many shoes, many shoes by different names being sold, there is one particular shoe brand, there is one particular shoe by a certain name that charges its own price, claims a big quality, claims high quality of its product, and makes itself different from the others. For example, Nike or Adidas or Service, Bata, etc. There are many examples of that. A brand is making a certain product identified in a certain specific way and differentiating it from the other products in that same class. I gave an example of shoes. There are many more examples of many other things. Let's take a sports brand. Let's take us to the world of sports. Cricket bats. Let's talk about cricket bats. There are many bats that can be sold, that can be bought, that can be purchased. However, there is a certain bat with a certain specific name. For example, CA. It claims its own quality. It claims a high price, and it claims that it is different from the others. So that makes a particular brand. Okay, the last point in the slide is the role of packaging. We spoke about packaging even before. Packaging is very important in marketing a product. As marketing makes the category product, packaging is a very significant element in this category. In marketing a good or service in this section of product. As good we pack a certain product, the better it will be sold. As wonderful the packing is, more the product will be sold, more the product will be attractive in the eyes of the customer. What is seen is being sold. There is a saying that holds true: what is being seen, what is seen is being sold. What is seen is sold. जो दिखता है वही बिकता है, जो दिखता है वही बिकता है. We will find a lot of times that a product is packed so well that it is being sold easily. However, the inner product may or may not satisfy to the fullest. Packaging is the first point of contact with the eyes of the customer. So it is very, very important to pack a product in a way that customer would be attracted to. I hope all the entire slide is clear now. Let us move on to the next slide so that we will proceed further. Thank you very much. Let us now study what is a product life cycle. Every product has a life where it goes through the different stages from birth till the end of it. The time when the product is made, from there till it finishes off, till it is pulled off the market, there are certain stages in the life of a product, and generally all products face the same stages. The point is that why do we study these stages of product life cycle? The reason that we study is, according to the different stages of a product, according to the different stages of a life cycle of a product, we have to perform, we have to formulate our different marketing strategies accordingly. To market a certain product so that it fulfills the needs and wants of the customers, it is necessary to study and go through the stages of a product life cycle, because we have to market a certain product differently according to the different stages of the product life cycle. Right. The first stage is the development stage. Development means the entire process where a product is being developed before being launched into the market. Before being launched into the market. It's a long phase. It's a long phase where particular care is taken that that the product satisfies the customer's needs and wants to the fullest, and all the negative aspects of the product on its consumption are removed. All the aspects where a product can prove to be harmful are removed. For example, if it is figured out, if it is found out that a product has certain side effects. For example, if a product has certain side effects and it is figured out before its usage, that means those side effects must be removed before it is launched into the market. Otherwise, the product will fail. So, development is a stage where a product is developed before being launched into the market. Particular care is taken to ensure that it fulfills the needs and wants of the customers, and it does not have any side effects or any harmful effects in its usage or in its consumption. A product is simply developed to make it eligible for the consumption. Second stage is introduction. Finally, when the product is developed, it is introduced or launched into the market. It is introduced or launched into the market. This is now a very, very important stage. Initially, sales grow slowly because most consumers are not aware of its existence. Customers are actually using it, trying it out for the first time. So sales grow very slowly, and it will be decided there and then whether a product will go on to make a failure or it will be a huge success. The advertising or the promotion that will be used in this category will be informative, because it is not known the product is not known in the market right now. Pricing strategies will be very important in this category. Producers are not looking at making the profits in this stage. They are just trying to introduce it to the market and settle the product in the market. Price giving or any other strategy can be used according to the market and the product itself. Third is growth. Now in this category, when the customers, most consumers are now aware of the product itself, sales start growing rapidly. Sales start growing. Because now most consumers are aware of its usage and how well it can satisfy the customer's wants and needs. Promotion and advertising may change to being rather persuasive advertising rather than informative advertising, because now it's the time to attract more and more customers rather than creating awareness about the product, which is already done in the introduction stage. That there is time now to attract more and more customers. That is why advertisements and promotion is changed to persuasive from informative. Competitors start entering the market, and there are little changes accordingly in the price of the product in this growth stage. Then comes the maturity stage. The speed of increasing sales becomes slowed down. The speed is slowed down by which the sales are increasing. Because now the competition is intense. There are many competitors into the market. All those who entered in the growth stage, looking at the growth of the product, many competitors entered the market in the growth stage. All those competitors are there, which slow down the speed of increase of sales. Competition becomes intense and fierce. Pricing strategies are now competitive. Advertising is relied upon heavily to maintain sales growth and the profits are at their best and at their highest. After reaching the highest point, the product reaches a saturation stage. There is no more room for other competitors. No more. It is not feasible anymore for other competitors to enter the market for that product. Competition is still high, and hence competitive pricing is still used. Slowly and gradually, sales start falling. Every producer will try to capture whatever the market is left, and hence prices may be slashed. Competition, to remain in the competition, producers often lower their prices. Hence sales and profits start falling. Sales and profits start falling in the saturation stage. Finally, sales of the product decline so much so that producers start searching to launch another product, to develop and launch another product. The product is usually withdrawn from the market, and eventually advertising is reduced and stopped, because the profits have stopped coming in, and it will be a burden further to keep that product in the market, and eventually it is pulled off the market so that room is made for another product to be launched. I hope you have all understood all these 6 stages of a product life cycle. This was the first class for your marketing mix revision. I hope we all have enjoyed studying this marketing mix revision. Let us prepare for the next class. We'll see you in the next class, inshallah. Thank you very much.